John Tuggle, aka the Chiropractor, Chiropractor in Cedar Park, Texas. Today we're going to talk a little bit about foam rolling. And foam rolling is really important, and I almost prescribe it to every single one of my patients. And the reason I feel like foam rolling is important is because we do lots of activities that can aggravate our legs, back, muscles in general. So, for example, we'll use a runner. A runner will run all the time, they stretch sometimes, but what happens as we accumulate miles from running, we are not maintaining our body as we should. The advantage of a foam roller is that you can turn around and it helps do some maintenance or some wellness within your body to help counterbalance all the running and the different activities that we're doing. And this can be true of almost any type of exercise, whether that's swimming or running, cycling. And I also am a real big believer in using foam roller for people that have low back problems. Because if you have tightness within your calves, your hamstrings, and your glutes, you are more than likely going to have some problems in your low back. So people that have low back type problems are also a great candidate for foam rolling. So for today's example, I'm going to use the Grid. This is a foam roller made by Trigger Point Technologies. This is the one I prefer the most. You can pick up a traditional black foam roller that looks about like this, except it's just a solid piece of foam. You can get one of those yourself. I feel this is for a little bit more money is a lot better product. Again, that's your choice, and you can do it on either one. But we'll give an example of what it looks like today. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do some foam rolling, and we're actually going to do this on the lower extremities. So we will start working the calves. So what you want to do is anytime you do foam rolling is that you want to put the pressure that you're trying to work on or the particular area that you're working on right underneath the foam roller. So when I do the calf, what I want to do, there's actually a couple different ways. For starter purposes, you would work just one calf at a time, leaving the other leg off. And as you increase, you could do both legs like this. And the most intense way to foam roll a calf would be to actually place your other foot on top of it. And at the same time, you want to take your hands and actually pick up your body so that the weight is distributed directly through the Grid or the foam roller that you use. And so the way that you're actually going to do this is you're going to just rock back and forth, and then you can move your hands as needed to continue to move all the way down the calf. And then you will go all the way till you hit approximately behind the knee, which is called the popliteal fossa. And then what I want you to do is come all the way back down. And because there's some different planes within the calves that can all become very tight, it's important to hit all three of those planes. So flat would be one way, and then the other way would be to the outside of the leg and the inside of the leg. So I want you to turn, go all the way back out, doing the exact same thing on the outside of the calf. And then you will go all the way down until you get behind the knee again. Then you will reset again, and you will turn the leg to the inside. Now, as I'm doing this, it's also a very good idea. Sometimes when people have issues with one side of their leg, say their right leg is causing them problems, they'll have a tendency to always foam roll on the right side. But generally, when you have an issue or something that's going on within your leg, it's going to be bilateral in nature, meaning that it's going to be on both sides. So you want to remember to foam roll at the other side, even if it's not causing you problems. Then you will move up to the hamstring, and you will roll. The hamstrings, there's a lot of muscle mass back there, so it's a little bit harder to get to. If you have a really deep type hamstring injury, you might have to move to more of a massage ball where you can get slightly deeper on. But you will want to do that on both sides. And then lastly, we want to get to the glutes. So as you sit on top of it, and then I want you to roll on the outside. So if you're on the right side and you're rolling your right glutes, you want to roll to the right a little bit so that you'll have a little slight angle right there. And then you will just rock back and forth. And anytime you feel a trigger point, a natural tendency is going to be for you to stop or to roll over it really fast and not really focus on that area. But that's actually the exact opposite of what you want to do. You want to find that trigger point, and then you want to just sit there and work it back and forth. Just like that. And if we were doing it on the left side, we would lean towards the left, and you would work right in here. Another way to increase the intensity is you can cross the leg here, really get into the piriformis. and go back and forth. And as you find those trigger points within the glute, you just sit there and work them down. Now, when you get done with the rolling, this is a great time to spend a few minutes stretching. So if you do an activity, foam rolling immediately following the activity is the best time, and then immediately following foam rolling would be a few minutes of stretching. Now, about 10 to 15 minutes is all you need to do with this. Some athletes, they take this information, they go a little overboard, and they'll try and do it for an hour the first time, and this can make you very sore. So you don't want to do that much. It's better to do a little bit at a time with a high frequency rate, so you can do it almost daily. And the other thing I would like to tell you before you start any type of foam rolling is you definitely want to check with your doctor to make sure that you don't have any contraindications to doing this. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.